You're supposed to be on the way up here, Rebecca. Yes, you. Yes, you. Had a chance to hear your husband this last week, and so you are the one that sometimes is the quiet one. Not sometimes. Sometimes. What I want you to do, this is your opportunity. I want you to leave a short testimony, and then we're going to do testimony service, okay? 1 minute testimonies at max, all right? Be obedient, 1 minute, cut yourself off. That way everybody, last time we did this, it was so great because everybody done real well. We had a chance to hear everybody's testimony. We want to do that tonight. We're going to give away about 15 minutes here of testimony service. Some of you know the drill. You've been in this all your life. You know about testimony service. Some of you have never been to a testimony service. Giving you an opportunity to stand up and say, I thank Jesus for fill in the blank. Okay? Can you do that? The Bible said to give thanks unto the Lord in all things. In all things. How many are thankful tonight? You got something that God blessed you with? All right. Go for it, girl.
I didn't know he was going to do that. That's probably why he did it. I just want to say that I'm thankful for this church. I've been coming here for about 3 years now.
Has it been that long?
Yes, it has been that long. I've always been brought up in church. I've always been the type of person to help others in need. I've always been a helping person, loving person, but I've also always been quiet. And I always had anxiety, and I struggle with anxiety. My mom can attest to it. When I was little, I wouldn't even go in places and pay. I had social anxiety really bad. So for me to get up here is that's pretty awesome. That's God right there. I've prayed, and God has helped me get past that anxiety, and I'm much more, there were times I wouldn't even go through the drive-thru, and I'd have my mom call in for me if I had to call into work. That's how scared of people I was. But like I said, God can do anything, and through all things, He can do anything, and He has blessed me and helped me overcome my anxiety, my fears. Ever since I've been coming here, I've always felt welcome, like it's a family, and they've all been my family. And I've made many friends here, and I love it. And I always, when I'm out and about, I tell people about this church. I would, come to church, and I just tell people. And on Facebook, I always try and be positive and put positive things on there, Bible verses, whatever else, because there's too much negativity already going on in the world. So why not try and be a positive person and bring light, to someone's day? But that's all I really have. Okay, is there anybody that wants to come up after me?
No, you don't have to come up.
I usually don't.
I gotta stay up.
I usually don't stand up because you guys have to hear me all the time. But tonight I just want to say that I have realized this time of year was usually the time of year that I would get really bad and end up in the hospital again when I was sick. And I just want to thank God so much for this many years out with no medication, no help from the doctors, and healed and well, out of a wheelchair, off my walker, feeling great. Even when I get sick, I'm only sick for 2 days, and then I'm better.
Next. Sit down.
You're doing good.
Okay, Rebecca.
Okay.
I started coming here last October. And I was telling our small group class Wednesday, I cannot believe as I look back over the year how much I have came from where I was when I walked through those doors.
Yes.
And I'm thankful, and this church is a family.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for each and every one. And Clay, I'm promoting your small groups. I'm telling you, you're missing out if you don't come in and sit in at least one of Clay's small groups.
Yes.
I will guarantee you, you will get addicted to it because it is so good. We just talk about mind, soul, body, anything that comes to mind, we talk about it, and in a godly way. And thank you.
My mom. Come right up here with me, honey.
I got called out. Okay, I'm just, I think, I don't know who knows me, who doesn't, but I've been coming here also for about 3 years. I shared this story before regarding my son that was, I started going to Road to Redemption, and my son was on drugs, and, it wasn't a very good time at all. But he is 3 years clean, and
Praise
he's
God.
doing. And I will say, I'm kind of like Rebecca too. I don't get up usually and talk in front of people because I get nervous. But I'm like her. This church is amazing, and the pastor's just wonderful.
Yes. Amen.
He just, I know I get emotional, but there's just something about it here. Yes. And I've met so many friends. And I want to say something about this lady here. This is my sister-in-law, Janet. We have Rebecca's grandmother. She's 90. She's 90. She's not doing well at all. She's got Alzheimer's real bad. She just doesn't know anymore. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know Rebecca. And that's really hard. She doesn't know who we are. But Janet, she just, she's amazing. And she just stays right by her mother's side. And I just want to give her credit because she lives with her
That's a
mother.
great thing.
And she does everything for her mother.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
And, I don't say it enough, but,
Oh, I would do the same for her.
yeah.
So.
And my mother, I would too, I would do that for my mother. My mother's not here. So, this church is just wonderful. I just love everybody. And Clay, thank you. Thank you. For
Yes,
your
I
class.
forgot to say thank you, Clay.
Thank you for your class. Thank you for the leadership class. And I'm learning more and more and more. Even though you do, require all of our Saturdays, I'm still here. I love it, and I thank you for that. Thanks, Rebecca.
Anybody else?
Well,
Mommy?
since we're all thanking Clay, I'd like to say thank you to Clay. My dad.
I knew I came for a reason.
My dad came here Wednesday night, and he doesn't go to church, and he's dealt with a lot of rejection from people that go to church, and so he was kind of nervous to come in here, but you guys all showed him love and made him feel
Yes.
welcome,
Yes.
and yeah, it was awesome. He had an encounter with the Holy Spirit here, although he hasn't met Jesus yet, but it's coming. Like, he hasn't revealed himself to him yet, but he's had experiences and revelations of different things, but like, he speaks it in a different language. It was cool for him to come here, and he felt a freedom to just be himself, and it was just love, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. waiting on Clay.
She really knows me, so she.
I just wanted to say, Clay and I were actually talking, I think, a week or two ago about seeing some awesome things happening. And although our church has been an awesome church for many years, I'm not saying that, but recently I just feel like God has brought some people here, and it's exciting because it's spreading, and the teaching. Like, I never thought of you too. So
Oh, wow.
But the teaching and about teamwork and coming together and seeing that, and supporting each other, it has been fun to come to church. It's fun to be a part with you guys, and so I thank God for being you.
Amen. Darren.
Yeah, I just want to thank God. Everybody's telling how long they've been here. We've been here for 2 years, and I mean,
Amen.
it is totally a family. I'm serious.
I would have never met my good friend back there. Me and her have really we've been to basketball games together, everything.
Hey, all around. Yeah. I get her out of her anxiety.
She sneaks into places. Hey, you called me up here. Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I just thank God, and I think Pastor Tyner is great. I love Beth, I love Amy, and Trish will never, ever, ever know how much she means to me. I feel so close to her, and that means so very, very, very
Amen.
much to me. But I just thank God for that, because anyway, all of you just mean so much to me. And honey, I did the same thing with my mom. I thank God for, I have a terrific husband, because we gave up our home, and he gave up everything he had, his own, and we lived here with my mom and took care of her day and night. He did anything, and I do thank God for my husband. That was a lot for him. He is.
I thank God for mine too.
So, anyway, it's just a lovely family here, and I love it. Oh, I forgot to thank Clay.
Now she's embarrassed.
Kelsey.
I'm not gonna thank Clay. I don't say a lot, and I'm one of the people that observes. And I'll say I've been here for years, so. Say one, but I'm usually the person that's like, oh, you're so-and-so's mom. You know what I mean? But the great thing about it is, and I don't think a lot of people realize that, is how, loving we are. We can say anything, and everybody would be okay with it. But I know this sounds small, but when I get on Facebook and I say something sometimes, and I see how people react to it, and all my church family, there's some days I just cry. Because you just see how much love and care that everybody has here. And you can't really find that in other places. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm thankful because Cheryl and Mark got me here probably almost a year ago, and I was pretty bad strung out on drugs. And since going to Red Redemption and all the love from everybody here, especially Pastor Tyner and Trish, Dane, I've got clean and sober, and me and Mark are planning on getting married soon. And
Praise God. Couple more, then we gotta close it down.
Yep.
Motion.
Many of you know me. Most of you new ones here don't know me. I'm Darren Sparks. Pastor Tyner. We came here 7 years ago when the church was being rebuilt from the fire. Over those 7 years, many things have happened. The greatest thing is Pastor Tyner.
Bless your heart.
And of course Clay too. But we have a family here. I don't care what anybody says. I know there's many churches out there that say, yeah, we have a family. Pastor Tyner ordained me 4 years ago. And when he ordained me, he anointed me with oil to preach the gospel. Now, if you want to be in a place that the gospel is preached, it is here. There's no question in my heart, my mind, that the Holy Ghost resides in this place. I won't be long, I promise. I want to thank everybody for praying for me and my family, me and my wife. We've had a tragedy. My daughter was strung out on drugs. She was, in May of last year, 2018, she gave her life to the Lord. She was baptized right here, filled with the Holy Ghost. 3 days later, my mom dies. If it wasn't for the Holy Ghost in my daughter, our family would have fell completely apart. If it wouldn't have been for the family here praying for us, we would not be here. We'd be out there.
Praise God.
People ask me all the time, well, I haven't seen you in church. Hope you haven't backslidden. I try to prove to everybody that I love the Lord. There's no question in my heart who it is that I'm praising.
Yes.
Amen.
It's not any individual here that I come to see. I love every one of them, right? But when I come here,
Come on.
I come expecting a touch from the Holy Ghost.
Praise God. That's good.
I came up here earlier. I was blessed in the song that Amy was singing. It ripped me apart. I've been struggling with the death of my daughter. My daughter died December 8th, 2018. And my wife has really struggled. Meaning we don't have too many people to talk to. Brothers and sisters in the Lord have reached out to us. Nobody else. I wouldn't want anybody else. Thank you all for your support. If it wasn't for this church here, this body, the one that I know God has wrapped his arms around. There's no question, you pull in the parking lot out here, you approach the doors, and you feel God.
Praise God.
Amen.
Don't worry, we haven't left.
All right. Good to see you.
We're still here.
Praise
Amen.
God. Fantastic. You done great. Yeah.
Wow. That was more of an encouragement testimony service than I've ever been in. Just encouraging one another. That's good. Praise God. Everything has a different flavor, and it should. Nothing has to be the same. And Lord, my upbringing, when I was young, we would have testimony service, and it would go on sometimes for 45 minutes to an hour. And in some of those services, it was good and people would get blessed, but boy, there was times, and I've shared this with you, people would get up, especially some of the elder sisters in that particular church, they get up and start whining and crying, and you know, the devil has been after me all day long, bless God. And I just, oh my goodness, it began to be really hard, I think, at times growing up when you've seen it done the way it is. But there's times it is really good, and it was refreshing tonight, wasn't it, to hear from our brothers and sisters in the Lord.